Hey guys, you're welcome to my channel today. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, we'll be cutting and sewing this stylish asymmetric neckline top that you can see on your screen. So for this tutorial, you'll be needing about half yard of any stretchy fabric of your choice. I used this burgundy sunray fabric for mine. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So make sure your pattern paper is folded into two before you start taking your points. The first point is the distance from my shoulder to my bust point, which is 10 inches. The next point is the distance from my shoulder to my under bust point, which is 13 inches. The next point is the distance from my shoulder to my waist point, which is 16 inches. From the waist point, you can go ahead and add extra allowance depending on how long you want your blouse to be. I added extra 3 inches to the 16 inches, which is my waist point. So that is how long I want my blouse to be. After doing that, I ruled straight lines across all the points and I labeled my lines. The next thing I did was to take half of my shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches. On that 7 inches mark, I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. For the neck depth, I took 3 inches, and for the neck width I used 3.5 inches. You can use 4 inches if you want, depending on how wide you want the neck area to be. So after doing that, I slanted from the neckline area to the shoulder slope of 1 inch. The next thing I did was to take my armhole depth, which is 7 inches, from the shoulder slope. On that 7 inches, I ruled a straight line across. So this is going to be my chest line. So on the chest line, I placed the same measurement that I have on the shoulder line, which is 7 inches. And then I connected from the shoulder slope to meet the 7 inches dot. Next thing I did was to divide the straight line. Half of that straight line is 3.5 inches. I indicated the 3.5 inches with a dot. On the chest line, I placed my bust circumference minus 1 inch. So all the measurements you'll be placing on your pattern paper, go ahead and minus 1 inch and do not add any allowance, because I'm using a stretchy fabric. I don't need any allowance. So on the under bust line, I placed my under bust circumference divided by 4 minus 1 inch. On the waist point, I placed my waist circumference divided by 4 minus 1 inch. After doing that, I connected the dot and I went ahead to cut out. So you see that I did not cut out the armhole area because we'll be extending the sleeves area. So go ahead and open your pattern paper up and then extend the lines to the other side of the pattern paper and label them if possible. So after doing that, next thing I'll do is to trace out the neckline again. So for the neck width, I used 3.5 inches, and for the neck depth, I used 3 inches. So I'm going to mark that and use my ruler to connect, as you can see me doing. After doing that, I'm going to place from my tape from the center. So I know my center because it already has a straight line there. I went in by half of my shoulder measurement, just like I did earlier, and then I went down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I started from the neckline to the shoulder slope. On the chest line, I placed the same measurement that I have on the shoulder line, which is 7 inches, and then I connected from the shoulder slope into a straight line like this. After doing that, I'll place my bust circumference divided by 4 minus 1 inch on that point, and I'll connect from there into the center of this straight line like this. So the next thing I'll do is to figure out how wide I want the shoulder of the blouse to be. So it's a one shoulder blouse. The part that has the shoulder, if you want it to be wide, you can leave it. If not, you can make it how wide you want it to be. So from the neck area, I came in by 2.5 inches. So 2.5 inches is how wide I want it to be. So I just used my ruler to connect from that point now into the armhole area. So after doing that, I'm going to cut. So this is the part that has the shoulder, okay? So if you want your shoulder to be wider, you can do 3 inches, 3.5 inches, or just leave it like that. On this other part that has the rope, I'm going to go down from the shoulder slope by 3 inches. I'll indicate the 3 inches with a dot. After doing that, I'm going to connect the asymmetric neckline. So from one end of the neckline into the armhole area on this side. So my ruler is quite short and it didn't really give me what I wanted. So I went ahead to use my free hand to achieve what I want, because I want it to be touching the 3 inches neck depth, just like you see me doing as I'm using my free hand. So when cutting, I'm going to cut through that line. So from that point, you're going to determine how wide you want the rope to be: 2 inches, 2.5 inches, 3 inches, depending on what you want. I went ahead to just take 2.5 inches. So from the 3 inches, I came down by 2.5 inches. So I'm going to connect into this area. So this is why I did not cut out the pattern paper on the armhole area. It is because of this extension. So after doing that, now I'll mark the 2.5 inches on this other end. So you can make your rope as long as you want it, depending on what you want. Okay, so I'm just going to connect from the other side like this. To I'll just extend it out like this. So to make my rope longer, I'm going to add another piece of pattern paper underneath this one to make it longer, or you can do that when you're transferring your pattern paper to your fabric. So I'll use my pins to hold it down, and then I'm going to straighten the lines all the way to the end of this new pattern paper. And I think that this is quite short, so when I'm cutting on my fabric, I'll be adding extra fabric to this point to make it longer. If you want your rope to be wider, you can make it wider. You can give it any shape on the end, any shape that you want at all. Okay, so now I'm going to cut through the neckline area, as you can see. So I went in deep so that the cutting is going to get to that 3 inches neck depth. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Okay, so after cutting, this is what we have on this side of the armhole. Make sure it's not too deep. Okay, so after cutting, this is what I have. So the next thing I'll do now is to transfer the pattern paper to the fabric. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm using this sunray fabric. It is really stretchy, and what I have here is about half yards. So what I'll do is to fold it into two. Okay, I'll fold it into two because I want to cut both front and back piece together. Okay, I'm going to place my pattern paper on it like this, and I'll use my pins to hold it down. So you're not going to add any allowance to the side. What I'll do is to add allowance to the neckline area and the rope area. This is because I want to pipe the neckline area, the armhole area, and the side that has the rope. But for the base, I did not add any allowance. I already added 3 inches extra to the waistline while I was drafting. So I'll use my pins to hold everything down, and then I'm going to mark half an inch all the way around, except the side and the base of the top. The reason why I'm adding this half an inch is to hem everything all the way around. After cutting, this is what I have. I'll go ahead and remove my pins, and then I'm going to head over to my sewing machine to hem all the way around, hem the neckline, and I'll also extend the rope because this is short. So if yours is short, you can add extra fabric, then hem all the way around. Okay, after doing that, you're going to place them back, right side facing right side. You're going to stitch the shoulder, then you're going to stitch the side. So on this other side that does not have a shoulder, you're going to leave a little bit of opening on the armhole area. It should be wide enough for your hand to pass through. Okay, just leave a little bit of opening on that point, and then sew the sides in place. And yeah, that is all for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave your questions in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.